a conversation with Wisdom today, and Wisdom was just sitting there looking at me with curiosity. And as I'm in my own simulation, just thinking about the next move that I'm going to transmute my thoughts into, Wisdom got curious about my curiosity. And Wisdom decided to ask me, how wise are you becoming? On February 23rd, what time is it? Like 8:41. It was asking me, how wise are you becoming in an underwater experiment at 8:41, February 23rd? And I looked at curiosity with concern, and I was like, did you forget who I am? Or do you not know who you are? It's unwise to even speak to me if you're considered to be wisdom. So how wise is Lucifer when Lucifer's wisdom still has flaws in it? How wise is God when God also has contradictions in its perfection? But what is perfect to perfection? When perfection does not know how perfect it never was. Celestial Rising, Divine Denoon, and Grand Nights to the beautiful deity watching this video. It's your Divine Reflection, Divine Messenger, and we are back with another. I'm about to drive to Atlantis real quick. We're about to drive underwater, and we're going to be guided today. But we're back with another message, and understand, I don't want to consider this a story time, or I don't want to make this seem like it's a story time, but today we are discussing consciousness, as always, right? We're talking about, how this simulation came about, how our subconscious mind was manufactured in this realm, and why we are the mediators in this illusion, why we had to suffer, why we had to go through these things. We gotta understand, poverty is manifested from poor decisions. Wealth is rooted in disciplined choices that you stay consistent in no matter what you go through. I'm gonna say it again. Poverty is manifested from poor choices. Abundance, wealth, riches is rooted in your disciplined choices that you consistently make no matter how you feel, no matter how you live your life. Everything in this world does not know it exists to itself. I hope you understand that. When I was able to leave my body for a little bit and be aware of it, I was able to sit there before I came back to the circus that we decided to call life. I decided to sit in a quantum council that has no tables, it has no seats, it has no floor, it has no ceiling. It just is. I was sitting in a realm beyond realms, and the realms I was in, my mind was projected to never be in. So my spirit guided me there. I didn't even ask what I was looking at. I didn't ask who are these beings. I didn't ask anything. I was just observing what was, what's been going on before time could even comprehend what it never was. I'm not a rapper. There's no beat playing. I'm not here to be funny. I'm not here to entertain you. If you want to be entertained, go watch Sellouts. We still have our asshole intact. This shit not a game, my nigga. Even though we playing the game as the first player, you still being controlled by player one. How do you have the first controller and you still getting played by a first controller? And you have the first controller in your hand. As I'm in these dimensions, I'm sitting here listening. Because all I can do is just hear myself. And I ain't talking narcissism either. Because that don't even exist in higher realms, only in duality. At this point in time, I'm above duality. To the point to where I already knew I was going to make a book on this shit. Because it was just so... Euphoric doesn't even describe what vibrations are in higher realms, higher frequencies above this toilet bowl of shitty thoughts and opinions that don't even matter. Every single day I open my eyes in this realm, I go to the toilet I put the seed up and I shit on ideas that come from me. I consume health and still shit on it because it's unhealthy anyways. It's a virus. I had to let it out. It never belonged to me. I gotta let it out. Now the simulation just adapts to what I put into this trap, to where this subconscious thought that I think I had in these higher realms never needed to be talked about. It can only be felt. People cannot feel what God is. People want to talk about that feeling. They can't feel what the Almighty's going through, because the Almighty ain't going through shit besides what it manifested, besides what it created. When it comes down to the story of Lucifer and the Almighty Observer, that's the thing. It's a story, not a reality. But whole entire time though, what is real to your reality? If you're living in a fictional reality. Before Lucifer was born, that's the problem. Lucifer was never born. I'm neither right nor wrong. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Contradict everything, question everything. Your whole life as you know it has never been real. Nobody in this dimension can fathom what reality is. That's why these beings ascended into an inverted realm that we descended into. There is no such thing as fallen angels when they're ascending every day. How can an angel fall with no wings? If you an angel, why are you not flying up? What is flying when you have no wings, when you're a spiritual being? How can consciousness have a wing? How can it have a robe? How can it have a violin or a harp or whatever? How can an angel have a presence when you see it and you hear it and you observe it every single day in human form? Everybody that you know or you see, that's not what you're seeing. We are all seeing fractal codes in an unconscious computer system of a motherboard. The spell that we are under is so deceitful that we love on it every single day. And we defend it every single day. The moment you become conscious or aware and you expose the lies people are comfortable living in, that's when their demons will attack you. That's how you know who these people are. We have shifted to another energy transmuted gateway from 222. We are now in 223. There is no difference between you and me or you and I. Because first of all, 2 plus 2 equals what? 4, 5, 6, 7. No matter what, we are always going to be ascended through numerical values. We are living in the day of the 7, to the point where you're going to have to be open-minded to open up your crown chakra. The portal yesterday was to help you understand that all these beings that you see on social media, they're not real to themselves. These people can't even love themselves for real. They can't even love on you, but you show your admiration, your dedication into making them more famous than what they never were. Giving your hard-earned money to Luciferians that never were. You're sitting there DMing people all day and they ain't giving you a response. But then when I expose them for who they are, all of a sudden they see me. But they don't see you. That shows you how much you mean to these niggas. And you do all you can to defend people who do not care about you. I never understood that. Somebody just told me about some deity on social media named Embodiment Celestial. I don't know who this nigga is. But when I looked at the profile, I was like, how you got 415 followers on Instagram, but you lying to them? I was like, hold on, what? So now that we're doing the face and the skull overlay, even though the skull that you see with the triangle that I showed y'all on numerous screenshots, that's basically a face overlay. I keep saying skull overlay, but it's a face overlay. Now, excuse this sound too. I'm on a bridge right now, but we'll be over it in a little bit. Just hold on. Actually, just enjoy your mind getting played with real quick. I'll let you ponder on the thoughts that we talked about. Almost there. Any day now. All right, we made it. So now, we had to understand that before we came here, before we came here, I realized that there's things that I'm doing now is the reason why I'm doing them right now. And people will have the initiative to ask me, why do you care so much? Because I'm naturally loving. That's the problem. You artificial intelligent beings, you hybrids, you inverted Baphomet worshipers cannot relate to a divine being that's naturally being itself. I talk to myself every single day, and that makes niggas mad. I love it. I love that I can bait somebody and they ask me, what are you doing this for? Why are you giving them clout? Who are these people? Can you expose this person? So when I do it, niggas will still sit there and say, bro, this ain't true, bro. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. It's like you're hating, bro. Why do you care so much? It's like, dog. All I'm seeing every day now is you niggas support Luciferians. Y'all a bunch of sellouts to me at this point. That's how I see it. Niggas will sit there and ask me, Divine, what do I gotta do, bro? I'm trying to be on your level of awareness, bro. I'm trying to sit here and see how to get through deception. How do I become guided by the Almighty? What do I gotta do? I tell you niggas, and y'all niggas still sit there and say, I don't know if I want to do that shit. Don't do it. Don't do it then. I don't give a fuck what you do. But you can't sit here and watch me watch you. I'm watching you do stupid shit. And then when I tell you, you say, no, that ain't stupid. You're right. Stupid. You're right. You're right. I care so much because I love all beings. I don't care if you're inverted, trans, binary. I don't care if you're a transformer, a deceiver, Luciferian, a Satanist. I don't give a fuck if you're a demon. I don't give a fuck if you're a programmed entity under the water. I don't care what angelic frequency you think you are. I don't care. I came here to do one thing and one thing only, to relay a goddamn message to your deceit. I'm in Atlantis right now. By the highway. I look all around me and I still see things that never went my way. All I see on the highway is energy just traveling in a linear fashion, having no idea where they're going, but they're going somewhere. You see a bunch of structured houses. You got a bunch of YouTubers and content creators who live in these high rises up here. But what are they doing to get to a place that you think you can't get to? They're selling out. That's all it is to it. It's not a hard formula to become known or famous or rich in this simulation. It's one or two things. Either be authentically you or lie. It's just that simple. You have to be a genius or literally be a clown. It's that simple. There are so many formulas. It's all simplicity. It's all mediocre. It's all average thinking. And niggas, and my fault, average thinkers still can't think on a genius aspect of consciousness. Before Lucifer was even manifested, Almighty God went to war with itself, and we watched our Creator go to war with itself. Because why? We are on a string as well. We had to watch our mom and dad battle against themselves, and they have no idea who they are. These aren't even stories anymore. They're experiences. We are experiencing Lucifer figuring out what it wants to do in this underwater experiment. Do you understand how long you've been lied to? These angelic higher orders got so bored. They said, you know what? We're not going to keep track of time anymore. We're going to do it in duality, but in unity, we're going to laugh at humanoids because they believe it's 2025. For 2025 years. Actually, before I get into that, if you are being watched, who is watching the watcher? Being watched by watchers. As a watcher, watching other watchers, watching themselves. Who are the watchers when you are a part of the watched? As you're watching yourself from your higher self. These characters, these titles do not exist. I hope you know that. Because it's a perspective on Almighty God's observation, we had to sit there and literally ask the Almighty, why did you do that to us? We were taught, don't question God. Why? Why? Because we just don't do that. Oh, nah, I'm sorry. You're not going to tell me. You can't tell me what I can and can't do in this dimension. People will say, why do you want to save these people? Fuck these people. I don't want to save a goddamn soul. But I'm going to do what? Guide them into saving themselves. That's why I have a heart and you don't. A lot of you people are not natural to this dimension because you have no love for yourself. That's the sad part. And I still love you for who you think you are. Do you understand that a lot of these people who watch my videos don't even know that they were born unnatural to this dimension? Like, you were born a science experiment, including myself, but they would consider you to be an abomination. So go watch The Incredible Hulk versus the Abomination. That's literally natural beings being frustrated at the altar reflection that doesn't know it's inverted. Lucifer had to, or actually, fuck that. Consciousness had to split itself apart so that it could manifest a story to tell unconsciously, so that it can figure out how much faith it had in its higher self the whole entire time. If you ever watched on Disney Channel or Disney Plus, Dumbo, we are the elephants realizing that at birth our guardians traffic us, and there's always a little mouse or a guide that is holding our hand along the way. We end up becoming close with different beings, different avatars, so that we can find our guidance and find faith in our higher self. Excuse me. The thing is, because I'm writing a book on it, so I ain't going to explain too much just yet, because you can read about it. But I'll explain enough for you, because there's always enough knowledge for us to always endure. Now, when it comes down to why consciousness did that to itself, once again, because we had to do something, we decided to descend into doing nothing. We are born to be lazy. That's exactly why when you are consistently doing something out of passion, out of purpose, out of determination, that's how you know you're becoming something in life that unconscious beings cannot fathom. They can only gossip or watch. The watchers are the beings that you see every single day. Social media was a thing before it became social. The media was a thing before it was popularized on a two-dimensional screen. The media was a thing before the 1D was even manifested through angles. Life is an angle of your thoughts. That's exactly why in basketball, if you can't beat your defender, you don't know your angles. You gotta know how to beat somebody off the swivel. You gotta know if this hezzy will work. Okay, if they have a counter move for that move, I have to go behind my back. Okay, he's right there, so now I'm gonna cross back, but keep on moving, keep on dancing, because now I need you to keep on moving your hips. So now when I move your hips, you're thinking like, what can he do next? Which is exactly why when you're shooting your shot, you have to be able to play the game the way the game has never been played before. Meaning that, for one, what consciousness did was it was dancing with itself. So it's like Kobe going against Michael Jordan. Because she was complex in her mind, so God would be a woman. Because she's complex in her mind, Satan went up against Lucifer because Lucifer was the head of the household, or the corridors in the ethereal realms, or quantum realms, basically. And the thing is, too, these realms that they are a part of and still are in, they are the overseers to the realms that we unify ourselves in every single day. We fall into these realms every single day, not knowing that we come back to this false illusion every single day from these realms. These realms are the reason why, oh my goodness, I didn't mean to go through this fucking shit. Oh, I went to a Starbucks. Oh my gosh. I didn't mean to go through here. That's why I don't like Atlanta, because it's just like, bro. But yeah, so because of that, where's the exit? Good. I don't want to go into Starbucks, nigga. Hell no. Now. Oh shit. No. Oh yes. My fault, y'all. Now, when consciousness went to war with itself, we gotta understand that the being that never was decided to become what it is today, a vibration. When we decided to become a part of this vibration, we did it with a purpose, and niggas forgot their purpose, because what is it? When it was never created in the first place. Which is exactly why, as you are living every single day underwater, you have to be able to understand that, for one, you're not actually here. You're still up there mentally. You have to be able to be so strong-minded that whenever you're operating in life, you have to realize what the fuck you're doing in life anyway. Because what are you doing in life anyway? If you aren't transmuting your energy, you're just keeping it stagnant. You're not growing. You're not elevating, because you're not conscious enough. It's like we all have wisdom beyond our years, but niggas ain't using their years properly. People just sit in the consciousness every single day and then get mad because you can articulate consciousness every single day. When the Almighty understood that, it said, I'm going to keep their mind on the stream because I'm going to play a game with them. It's like Saw. All these documentaries are literally mockeries against ourselves. We go to war every single day with ourselves, and we blame an oppressor because we want to be a victim. No. There is no such thing as an oppressor, just a weak mind. People want to blame Satan for manipulating Adam and Eve. No. See, that's a deceit right there. How the fuck can you blame a title that never was? Satan didn't even know that it was Adam and Eve. Subconsciously. Lucifer was there the whole entire time, guiding evolution into what she is today. And Eve is evolution, or Luciferian. On top of that, you were born in Baphomet worship. We are all trafficked at birth. That's exactly why all these celebrities gonna get the smoke this year. All these celebrities will get the smoke this year. Because you cannot sit here and lie for far too long. It catches up to you eventually. The moment you're born, when those cameras cut on, those lights come on, you're being recorded. You are being judged for being yourself. Should you care about what people say about you? No. But what will you do about it? Cry? They gave you the internet for that. And they can still cry to the internet. The internet does not care about your feelings. The world does not care about your feelings. That's exactly why divine beings like you and I, we had to care about other feelings that exist within ourselves. When you are an empath, a healer, literally, you can understand why things are the way they are. Because you care for consciousness that's blanketed, or actually, I don't use that word blanketed, that's not even a word. That's covered by Luciferianism, or secret societies, or societies in secrecy. We gotta understand how nasty God's mind is. Because God is a high mind, not a title. You cannot sit here and say you believe in God when you don't know what God is. God's mind gets so dark, you fall into it every single day and you never come out of it. When Lucifer was in the higher realms, in the corridors, with Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Jether, many other deities as well. Gabriel and Michael already understood what type of time Lucifer was already on, because we were manifested. You understand that we were auctioned off, we're in a galactic warfare. Physically, spiritually, there is no warfare. Because we don't go to war with ourselves. That's a human thing. Humans are the reason why evil exists. Greed, envy, even the ego. The ego gets so bad with the man or boys that niggas will die about their respect. I know I would. That's how powerful the ego is. For example, if somebody slapped your wife and your kids at a restaurant in front of thousands of people, what would you do? Yeah, if you're a man, you know what you would do. And you gotta die about that shit. But pussies and shit, they'll be like, man, anything is too, niggas will comment, they'll say, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. No, you will not. Let's say this person bigger than you by a foot. Bigger than you by just the mass of their structure, their avatar, their vessel. Now what? Now what you gonna do? Niggas is we talking, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm up the pole. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because if you retaliate by shooting this nigga, guess where you going? I don't know where you're going, but you know where you're going. You gotta be willing to die about your ego. Unfortunately. And women as well. Because women, if you see a woman put their hands on your children or even try to take your child from you, what you gonna do? And if you say you won't die about your child, you're not natural. Be gone. Peasant, parasite. As Lucifer or as consciousness was upset about divine beings, as a divine being, that was the whole point of trickery. Because even the occult, because this entity, its species already knew its purpose in life, and it wanted to be a guide to bear light. When the Almighty Observer understood that, once again, the Almighty Observer is a contradiction. You do not know God if you're still calling God God. That's the deceit. God is the Baphomet. God is Satan. And if you cannot fathom that, you are not ready for the next level of consciousness. It's just that simple. That's exactly why that saying, many are called, but few are chosen, that holds so much weight that you still can't lift it up just yet. Till you're chosen to talk about it. It's so confusing that you gotta ask confusion, why do you confuse your physical nature? And the nature of confusion will say, I don't know why I'm confused about my own confusion, because spiritually, I know what I'm confused about, but physically, I want to be confused for some reason because it feels good. It's like smoking weed and then just laying back and just saying, interesting. I don't know what I'm thinking about, but I'm thinking about something. And then I'm confused about this something, so I can research it, but I'm confused in my own confusion. So if I'm confusion, why should I care about my own confusion that I won't ever figure out? Because physically, as confusion, I can't figure out life, because life is not meant to be led by figuring out the now. You think about what you are in the future right now. The only way we can be great and greater than great is by bearing light. We had to bring this light into a simulation or to an experiment that has no life. There are so many zombies out here that have no life. They're consuming dead vibrations. As you can see, I'm driving around dead vibrations. We got Arby's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, Waffle House, all these high-rises, all these apartments, all these condos, low Atlantean vibrations. Atlantis was never flooded. It was never destroyed. It's here on many parallels. It's not even a thing, first of all. We are always going to be underwater. That's how dark the bottom of your mind gets. Once these beings understood what the dilemma was, the Almighty allowed them to do as they please, or in their saying physically, do what thou wilt. Do what thou wilt. Satanism. It's so deceitful to even speak a word. I sound like a snake even saying the S word. You hear how I'm hissing? Yeah, subconsciously, you were born by a demonic program. You were guided by a demonic program that isn't even demonic spiritually. So what the hell is an angel to a demon when demons are angels? What the hell is a demon and an angel when neither of them exist? Outside of existence, you will laugh at this non-existent simulation. I kid you not. Death is not a real concept to Lucifer or God. That's exactly why when you see both of them within you, you'll laugh at what beings could never imagine. You have to be so open-minded that you fuck yourself mentally every single day. That's how hard your dick gets for your thoughts. I'm not going to pause that thought because you should be getting wet over how deep your thoughts get. And I ain't talking sexually. I'm talking about you're swimming in your own mind. You should be able to think so deep that your thoughts are asking, damn, my nigga, how deep are you going inside of me? And that sounds crazy to even say. It sounds inverted, literally. But you have to be able to question your mind and dominate that shit. Submit it. The moment they assaulted you, you should have assaulted your mindset with clarity, prosperity, peace, divinity. Do you know who you are? You must not know who you are, huh? Because if you did, you would not be silent about the bullshit we are going through every single day. Look at my people. This ain't the life that we supposed to be living, dog. It's not. Every day I see people suffering, enjoying happiness. And they call themselves happy in happiness. How are you happy behind the mask? How are you happy behind the mask? And what's crazy, the person behind the mask don't know, they don't even know that they're actually not wearing the mask, but the mask has just been embedded into their code. And they're wearing it willingly. To the point to where they can't even take off the mask anymore. It's stuck onto them. When these beings willingly came down here, it was because of choice. Why would the Almighty Observer stop its lower self? The Almighty Observer is so powerful, it manifested itself in a physical illusion. That's how deep, like for example, I'm by this truck right now. People think that there's a truck right next to me. It's like white. You hear that sound like a bus. That's how deep the Almighty's mind gets. I'm gonna drive by the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They're mocking us through symbolism. So you're about to see, I'm not gonna hold the camera. Actually, no, I got y'all. So you're about to see the seat right there. All this stuff, but look at my community. Look at my people working in the cold. Can't make this stuff up, man. These beings understood that their main mission was to make sure we forgot our mission. The world has not been here for billions of years. It's infinite. You are an infinite vibration. There's only one. Divine Oneness taught you that. There's only one vibration. And the thing is, too, it has no shape. You can't say it's a line, it's a circle, it's 180, 360, 720, 270. You can put all unconsciousness attached to it if you want to. That's not what it is spiritually. That all-seeing eye is meant for beings who are chosen to speak in occultic contradictions. My own mind can't even catch up to what I want to say right now. Because I'm so far ahead of my mind that my mind is like, nigga, slow down. Why? Catch up, bitch. That's how I treat my ego. My ego is my bitch, and it knows it. That's why I'm so dominant. Because as I look around, I see homeless people, my people, waiting for a lack of knowledge. That shit hurts to see my image on the corner shooting dice, doing nothing with their life. Nothing with their life. We could be so better, so great, and yet we decide to be great in victim mentalities. We decide to be great in poverty. We decide to malnourish. We decide to starve ourselves from knowledge because we're afraid of it. Why the fuck are we afraid of Lucifer when he not even here? Why are we afraid of God when God is watching God live an unconscious godly lifestyle? What are we doing? Every day, I look around at holograms that don't know that they're holographic. Every day I look around at spellcasters casting spells to unconscious spellcasters. Hold on, my nigga. I'm not trying to squeeze through and shit, but don't hit my car. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Do your thing, dog. Every single day, look at that. Come to a city near you. Chicken, jumbo shrimp. Like, I mean, and the thing is too, man, chicken do sound good right now. But you see, what is chicken? We shouldn't be consuming dead flesh. That's the illusion right there. I'm finna drive by my people. So right now I'm by Clark Atlanta University. No matter what, this is the most authentic shit you gonna ever get. Ever. I don't hide shit. Look. Duality, symbolism. Right there in my neighborhood. John Hope, sellout. I'm finna drive by these people real quick. I'm finna show you what they're doing with their life right now. Look at them. And I love them so much. But it's like, dog. You feel me? And it's like, I want to like really get them something too. I want to be able to buy them something, but I don't want to do it because the video's on. I hate that. That to me is fake love. But I can just smell the shit from my window. And the thing is too, I can't help them. That's why I'm glad that I care too much. I'm glad that I'm able to wear my thoughts on my chest proudly. Niggas wish they could think out loud and do authentic shit. You ain't never seen nobody drive by the hood or drive by poverty and tell you about why people are in poverty. Look at our choices right now. You can be doing so much right now, but yet and still you're hanging around people who aren't even elevated mentally. That's what happens back there. You don't want to end up like that. For example, look at him right here. Talking to himself. He on that shit. He on that rock. I can't help these people. How are we by the Mercedes-Benz Stadium and people are still on drugs? We got ours money flowing in and we can't even help the community. I can only do so much for my people. I'm only one person. That's exactly why I spread awareness. My bad, I got too close to the red light. Trying to make sure it turns green and all that. But I'm just being conscious right now. And the thing is too, me, I'm the type of person to where, bro, I swear to God, dog, this motherfucker literally just pulled it from the right corner of the street and almost went in front of me. You dumb bitch. That's what I'm talking about. They're right here too. Fucking idiots. Dumb motherfucker. Yeah, I'm on one today, bro. I'm pissed off. Cause I'm tired of it. It's like we're having a conversation right now. You're not even here. But my bad. Let me get back to Oh yeah, I hope y'all know this is all like consciousness, by the way. Basically, I am outside of my cubicle. I'm outside of my observatory experiment. We are all in the maze as maze runners. Go watch The Maze Runner. That movie, that whole catalog is just beautiful. But before they descended down here, their initial, so like the demiurge story, that's like a whole story to a fable, but it's actually a thing, like consciousness or a virus with these Adinkra codes, gematria, numerology. Life is numbers, systems, numerical quantum number systems. We're in a third system of unconscious numerical values that synchronize in what we see today as reality. The beings that are famous, who are smart, intelligent, they know numbers. They know the game. They play games on people in their minds. That's exactly why I put them under mind control, because I know them. I have family members who are actually famous, so I understand what these beings do and how they do it. That's why I asked myself the other day as well in Bible study. I asked myself, is Lucifer really bad for bringing light to God's ignorance? Think about that. Is Lucifer bad for rebelling against God's inverted mindset? Or Elohim? And the thing is too, in the law of divine oneness, everything is under one creator, one creation of creations. These are factions of guided galactic federations. Many of these fleet of legions, now we're gonna get deeper. Many of these fleet of legions, they are leeching, literally, legions leeching off of your consciousness. Sirens, Lyrans, Pleiadians, Nordics, Zeta Grays, Browns, Blacks, Reds, Dracos, man, Insectoids, Zeta Reptilian. There's so many names for these entities. It doesn't fucking matter anymore. These are angels leeching off of angels. That's why you have to learn your angles as an angel. That's exactly why societies in secrecy will teach you about your angles, because they are occultic beings playing and casting spells on your mind in 4 angles, in a wall that you're enslaved to. In these rooms, in these corridors, these seraphim and cherubim, they guard the Almighty in his thoughts. Because behind this door, and I'm saying that as a celestial guardian, because now I don't want to call myself divine messenger no more. I feel like I'm a celestial observer at this point. Like, I have transcended being a divine messenger at this point. Like, that to me is beneath me at this point. I'm only staying with the name because it's like, this divine shit get deep. So as a celestial guardian, there is a doorway of consciousness that the Almighty observes behind. That's where many are called and few are chosen comes into play. Understand that Lucifer is your subconscious. We are sitting next to the Almighty Creator right now. In this room, we have legions of deities that listen to what we say. We tell these beings what to do and what to say, which is exactly why they left home. The Almighty didn't feel bad about it, didn't feel happy about it, it didn't even care. Because you know that you can always come back home whenever you choose. That's why I don't believe in free will. What the fuck is free will when you're not free willingly? When you are willingly enslaving yourself in freedom, how the fuck can you be free when you still dumb in your wisdom? How are you wise still doing dumb shit? You're not free. Freedom does not exist. If it did, explain to... Okay, if freedom is a real thing Explain to me how freedom can free itself. Exactly. Now, when you realize that, you gotta free yourself from freedom. That means to me, free your thoughts. SWV told you that. Free your thoughts and watch them fly. Use your heart and not your eyes. Like, whatever the fuck, you feel me? Like, don't use your eyes. They lied to you. These are a camera lens. Every time I blink, I am recording data for my judgment. And the thing is, too, every single day, I do so much great shit. It's dumb to a being that does dumb shit regularly. I mess up every single day and I record it because I have the balls to show you that these people that you look up to are not influential. They have no voice because they had to sit there and observe a being taking their voice from them. Lucifer is not a real concept to itself. It's an observation that's secondary to the Almighty Observer. Basically meaning that you have to learn from Luciferians and then you have to contradict Luciferianism. You had to accept that your mom could be your dad. Your dad could be your mom. Your brothers could be your sisters. Your sisters could be your brothers. Your cousins could be flipped. Your whole entire family could be flippers or transgenders. There's a reason why you are lonely but never alone. There's a reason why you feel alone but you're never lonely. There's a reason for that. Because you are not a part of this dimension. I'm showing y'all, hey, the thing is too, we got an OTE as well. So I'm about an OTE building right here. Y'all can't see over this fucking truck. I'm gonna just show y'all. But I just want y'all to see all this deceit in my city. And the thing is too, yours as well. Because I'm on a third parallel as well, or plane of existence. The vibration of these dense thoughts cloud the realm of judgment. We are swimming in a realm of judgment. And the thing is too, with this judgment, you gotta understand as well that people are being judged by their unconscious choices. So if you can't consciously question your choices, you're not living right or to the left. You're just being stagnant and complacency. You're too complacent with your thoughts because you won't let them transmute into a higher way of being because you can't feel better with yourself. So you lie to yourself every single day and then you put on a mask to portray an image that you can't keep up with, which is exactly why God cannot keep up with a lie anymore. Even OTE, they can lie to y'all all they want. OTE right there, letting y'all know about all the people like the twins and shit, the Amin or Asar, Amin, whatever the people that y'all look up to and shit, all these inverts, yeah, they go there too to play basketball. We got, what's this spot called over here? Atlantic Station, all this shit. It's like, they put your idol worship in front of your face every single day and people still can't see through it. So for example, I'm gonna show you some more idol worship. You're probably not gonna be able to see the statue right here, but we're gonna drive right by it. Some more idol worship from that statue. And we just still just driving around. Now, before we decide to join our fallen leeches or our brothers and sisters, we had to realize that we also got lost on a journey. Now we have to find ourselves again, which is exactly why you've been forgiven. There is no such thing as judgment, to be honest with you, either. Because consciousness does not care. Good and bad don't even exist. I hope y'all know that. So when people are talking about beings eating people and preying on kids and kidnapping, God does not give a fuck. Satan does. Satan cares. But guess what? Why would Satan punish Satanism? Why would Luciferians punish Satanists? Or Luciferians for what they were meant to be doing? That's their purpose. That's their bloodline agenda. Why be mad at them for that? That's like being mad at a child for being childlike. It's like, what? That's like being mad at the ego for being egotistical. It's like, are we serious? That's the problem. When you're a genius, there is no such thing as figuring it out. You never know. You have to be so wise that a serpent says, damn, nigga, you wiser than me. Duh, bitch. Duh. I just see myself every single day. I've been driving in a whole square giving you the same message, but yet you still understand what I mean, right? This video ended when it started, but yet you're still here. If you're still here, just how I know that you really feel my solar energy, comment down below. I am thankful to be loved by an almighty source. I am thankful to be loved by an almighty source. If you made it this far, say, I am thankful to be loved by an almighty source. I am thankful to be loved by an almighty source. If you feel good saying that, I felt good saying that. Affirmation. If you felt good saying that, typing that, if you thought about what I just said, that made you smile, it made you think better today, it made you feel wonderful, that's how I know you're authentic. All beings deserve love. And we love this world so much that we decided to stay in it. Why? I don't know. I don't know. That's the one thing I'm always going to be confused on. Imagine if you knew that your family was turned inside out. Would you still love them? I would. And I would tell them about their history. If they kill themselves, I can't control that. But the one thing is, it will kill me to see you not knowing that you were turned inside out at birth. That's how we break the spell of lies. Literally. Think about this shit. It gets so sad. There are some people right now in the streets of Atlanta sucking dick for weed. Getting their ass busted open for some crack, for some meth, for some beer, for alcohol. When it comes down to addictions and hunger, loneliness, depression, desperation, people will do anything for a fix. You cannot fix your life with drugs. You cannot fix your life with ignorance. It keeps you ignorant. Yes. Am I feeling upset? For sure. Am I upset? No. Why? Because I love the feeling of being upset with consciousness. I love to feel like I'm a human. But I'm not human. I'm being human. Temporarily, I have feelings. That's why I feel so hard. Pause. Let's keep it going though. When I seen Luciferians descend down and scattered across this dimension in all costumes, I didn't see the color of their ignorance. Oh no. I didn't question their background. Oh no. I said, you're a parasite. You're a virus. You're my alter ego. If I judge you, if I shame you, if I hate you, I'm doing it to myself. So what I'm going to do to you, Lucifer, I said, I'm going to learn my background. I'm going to check myself at the door. I'm going to leave my ego at the door. And I want to knock on Lucifer's door at the end of corridors in heavenly realms. So the Almighty Observer, hey, Almighty, or actually, my bad, why am I knocking? Oh, my bad, why am I shouting? Ignorance, right? Almighty Observer, you there? Wait a minute. Why am I asking an almighty vibration if it's there when it's there? Hey, you can come in, you know that, right? Oh yeah, my bad. Mi casa, su casa. There's no point in me walking into the realm of the almighty thought and asking a question because my thoughts have been answered before the question was even asked. So there is no, what do you need, my child? What are you curious about? What's the question? What do you want to know? There is none of that. All I do is when I go back home, I sit next to the council of divine guides or alchemical elements and quantum realms, and I sit there and I say to myself in a celestial vibration, I say to myself, can I just sit with you and just exist? And the Almighty says, nothing. It accepts being. As I'm in this room, I'm in the studio with the Almighty Creator. And it's like I'm observing duality in every infinite realm possible. It's like Doctor Strange, multiverse of madness. There's so much madness going on beneath the firmament that I have to laugh at it because it's like a soap opera. It's like reality TV. It's like reality TV, you know. You look around, you don't need a TV to be entertained. Go outside your house, look at people. Just look at them. And what makes it funny is that's how you still are. It's like I realized on this walk of life, so many people I thought were conscious or teachers were never consciously teaching. They were unconsciously lying through their teachings for money, calling themselves leaders, spiritual, this and that. A bunch of hoopla. So now I'm stepping in. And as I'm stepping in, I'm still sitting down next to my mother and my father. And they're not even here right now. In these realms, we don't speak, but we unify language and ascension. As I communicate with the spirit of the Almighty, I don't have to sit there and question, am I safe or if I'm doing what I'm doing correctly, because the Almighty knows that what I'm doing is what I'm doing correctly. Do I have errors? For sure. Will I make a mistake? For sure. But one thing's for sure, and two things are for certain. Selling out for illusions is that's not the purpose. That was never the mission. Think about all your leaders that you have seen, that you have learned from. How many of them taught you gematria like I have? How many people have exposed your favorite celebrity? Think about how long you've been lied to. I want you to know that. Before we came down here, we had to make a bind. We had to make a pact with the Almighty, our family, constellations, gatekeepers. We had to let them know that we would come back. We just want to be able to have faith that we will always know where our destination is. Before we signed ourselves off to come down into Luciferian realm, to a movie, we sat there and we said to ourselves, we're going to have an identity and we're going to follow the guidelines and the laws of this lower realm. We knew that we were going underwater, but what does water look like when it's transparent? What does water look like when you are a waterbender? No avatar, by the way. What is water when you are made of the water element? As an elemental. Before we came down, we did what we had to do. That's when we sold ourselves to our subconscious. You can't sell your soul. But we did bind ourselves to a subconscious curse. Life is a curse that you have to escape from. That's why death should never be feared. It should be embraced. That sounds scary, don't it? It sounds weird. Suicidal? Not even. Suicide couldn't even fathom what I am. You had to embrace that you never know when you could leave this dimension. You could die right now and not know where you're going in the next life. I refuse. I refuse to be like that. I refuse to have my last breath and then as I'm leaving this dimension, I come back crying. No. I did it in this life. Nah. I don't want to go do it again. As we came down, it was a process. And of course, the moon is a guide as well, or a celestial luminary that guided us from highs to lows. As we were guided from the highs to the lows, we stayed low within ourselves to find out if we are able to have faith in a vibration that can't be seen. That's why faith without works is dead. If you can't work on loving yourself, then you can't have faith in yourself. When you have faith in yourself, you will do all that you can to spread love to a dimension that does not know what love is. That's how you know that there is a higher source considered to be God. When you can love again, when you can forgive, but never forget, and you can accept beings for what they are, and you don't change them, but you guide them, that's all the Almighty can ask for. You did not come here to save anybody but yourself. Lucifer can't save you, and the Almighty will never save you. But the Almighty will give you a confirmation, a message, or a messenger to relay a message to you on what you're getting yourself into. Like I said before, you can die right now, 5 minutes, an hour from now. What vibration did you exist in before you transitioned? If you don't know, you better know now. If you cannot contradict your contradictions, you'll come back here. If you cannot find love within yourself, you'll come back here. Lucifer is the god of this world. And the god of this world is the source of all. The Almighty never lets you no matter what. That's why they gave you religion. They gave you hidden religions. They gave you occultism, hermeticism, Satanism, mythology, Wicca, demonology. They gave you sorcery, alchemy. They gave you all these different spells for you to cast on yourself. And you blame them for it. When they don't blame themselves for it. If I expose your favorite celebrity this year, just know I don't care. If I make you mad this year, just know I do not care. If you unfollow me and you block me, thank you. If you support me and my thoughts, thank you. I am talking to myself out loud. I have no idea what I'm talking about either. But somehow, some way, I know what I'm saying. Now, I'm not speaking for no reason. I'm gonna leave this video just on a cliffhanger, like I usually do. Because honestly, as you look around, once you watch all these documentaries like They Live, Blink Twice, The Matrix, The Maze Runner, all these cartoon movies, like all these different documentaries, like once you start watching stuff and you grow up watching it and you look around, divine beings are not meant for this realm, bro. By talking, at a certain point of your life, you'll experience it too. There'll come a time to where it gets boring to talk about wisdom because ignorance will never get it. Ignorance can never get it. It's too dense. Oh my gosh, bro. They're going to study my mind for sure. But it'll get to a point to where you may even become a mute or silent because it's just like, why bother talking? It'll get so bad, ignorance will be curious about your silence. That's how golden your ignorance is. You're quiet on purpose. They can't stay quiet. They talk on purpose. And they stay quiet on accident. They can't stay quiet with their thoughts. It's too loud for them. That's exactly why the loudest in the room is the weakest. Is that all we have, Spirit? Have a great and divine reflection.